Hey everyone, I want to wish you guys a happy new year. This is Julian from the Binary Lab, and I want to wish you a happy new year 2020. And at the same time, in this video, I'm going to giving you guys an update about pocket option, social copy trading in 2020. What's good and what's going on. So again, why do I have this mask on? Well, I just don't want my germs to go across the internet to reach you, and that would suck. Why am I ill to begin with? Unfortunately, today I was caught in the elevator of coughing and sneezing people, uh, and I was stuck with this batch of very impolite people from the military, unfortunately, uh, until I could get out on the 17th floor. So I had to put up with that coughing and sneezing, and just a couple hours later, I realized that I was sick. Oh well. Anyways, let me get to the main meat and potatoes of today. So, this right here is the pocket option interface. It looks kind of new and different. Ignore the dust on my screen. It's probably going to do the blur as well. We're trying to increase that. Um, so all these, by the way, are like copied trades. So it's really cool how that kind of works out. And I know some of you guys are new to the whole copy trading thing, and I'm going to show you what copy trading is about. Okay, so I'm going to go into the trade history by just clicking this tab over here, and that basically brings me to this tab over here. And there were some trades that don't have the word copy beside it, and basically these were trades that were taken during my webinar just now when I was teaching people a new method in binary options trading. But as for the rest of these are all copied trades. And so I'm gonna just go through the different pages, and you can see all these are copied. And basically what I do is that there are obviously different trade sizes as well. And there are a few different reasons why the trade sizes are different. Sometimes the traders that we copy, they are experimenting with small trades to test the market before going in big. But most of the time it's because there are traders who are kind of like new to me copying them, and so therefore I do not put very big trade sizes until I'm confident with their trading approach. And I'm also able to see like who does what by clicking on a tab of social copy trading. So let's say if I see that certain people, they're doing like not too well, and I will see who they are, and I can kind of like go down the list, and I can see I just give you an example. Like this is one person that didn't do very well, and therefore I decided to stop. Okay, this person is like winning every third trade, and it doesn't make sense for me to copy this person. And uh, in a nutshell, I would say that Pocket Option has fixed the system a lot, and it is much easier to use. Okay, this is an example of a not a bad set of trades on this page. I'll have to see the other pages, and that's actually not too bad as well. That's not too bad. Okay, that's not too bad. Uh, so, um, coming back into copy trading, okay, I want to give you guys some updates on uh, what is good in 2020. Okay, so one of the biggest problems and the biggest obstacles that we faced back in 2019, or actually, if you realize that we only got into copy trading towards the end of 2019, um, so there was not really that much time to build up a very long history. Okay, so but one of the problems that we faced in the beginning was because sometimes we could be copying multiple traders who may not be the source of the trade itself. Hey there, Paul. Um, so when that happened, we realized that we had a problem of overexposure to risk, because sometimes a few people are all copying the same guy. So we realized that in the trade history, it is a lot of the duplicate trades, and the whole point of copying a few different traders is so that we can spread out the risk, right? So I want to give you guys the good news. They have fixed this problem, okay? Because recently, uh, there was a trader that we could not copy, and we realized that there were a few people that were copying that guy. And how did I know that? I know that because I keep spreadsheets, and when I look at these spreadsheets, I can tell if there are people with identical statistics. Okay, if let's say their trade count is the same, their their win percent is identical, okay, chances are it is the same person. So, um, I have found out, like if you can't find the guy, you find close to the guy, right? Then I found out, okay, the feature had been fixed in 2020. So it's actually really, it's kind of good in a way. It's bad in a certain way, but it's generally for a good thing because now we cannot, like, now if we want to copy someone else who trades and copies, okay, in a way you can say that now the people that we can copy, if the trades get copied at all, okay, it means that they are the originator of that trade. If we see that their account is active and the trades are not being copied, that means that they're not the ones trading that trade originally. We've got to find out who is the originator of those trades. So this is really good. It kind of protects us in a way, protects us from overexposure, and it makes the whole process of going through this spreadsheet a lot easier. Okay, so what's new for 2020 as well is that I will be going through the spreadsheet on a more regular basis. Like I'm thinking of doing this every other day. And the reason for that is because we noticed a recent trend of super traders. Okay, what are super traders? Oh yes, I forgot to upload or repost the Facebook page videos into here. So if you're not already following my Facebook page on Facebook, go to facebook.com and search for the Binary Lab page. Okay, so facebook.com/the Binary Lab page. It's not yet in the video description, but go check that out. I have two recent videos about about super traders, and it's the same guy basically, but he changed his he used a different name to trade again. Long story short, okay, and we don't know why this happens. Maybe because they're too profitable and they there's too much volume, whatever. And I don't know, but I don't know why is the reason they change accounts. But like anyway, if I did not do the spreadsheet again, I would not have realized that this guy actually changed accounts and there are actually a few people identical statistics. So this year I plan to do the spreadsheet a lot more often, and basically if anyone wants to know how to use the spreadsheet to identify good traders, I teach that inside of my copy trading group. And by the way, if you didn't already know, if you have been away from my channel for some time and you're coming back to watch what's good right now, I would say that copy trading is the thing to do. Why? Because I mean I vouch for it from personal experience because like uh, back in the day when you saw me like doing a lot of crazy trading, a lot of high intensity trading, big trades, all that on YouTube, that was when my kids were still not running all over the place, but now they are. My kids are now like they're going to in 1 or 2 weeks, two of them are growing a year older, so they're gonna. My kids are not very long from now gonna be age 9, 7, and 3. So with the growing demands of the family, I have less time to trade, and copy trading suits just perfect. And for many people as well, I would say that the people that are most interested in trading most of the time don't have the time to commit to be getting good at it, or sometimes like even if they commit the time that you commit may not be the best hours on the market. Isn't that frustrating sometimes? And copy trading is able to kind of like fill in those blanks and enable you to profit in big amounts. Okay, how big is it big? Like I used to say that if you trade about 2% per trade and you get like 3 net wins per day, you're gonna get 5% per day. But what if now you're spreading out your portfolio to a list of decent traders? I give you an idea of what I mean. Okay, so when you come into my copy trading group, basically I have uh, segregations of like I'm hand covering the IDs and names. Like this is, for example, my afternoon set of traders. So and every day I kind of highlight in green which traders I'm following, and all these are like settings for like $200 accounts. And so we have like the day set of traders, we have the night set of traders, and with that, your I mean, it's kind of in a way done for you. you can still go through the spreadsheet, and I would appreciate if you go through the spreadsheet and help me identify good traders as well. But you can also copy the same traders that I copy that are able to produce, like for example, like for today, and yesterday and today is actually about 5% per day, which is not bad. Okay, the year is just starting up. In mid December, before we ended off, also because of the super traders that I told you about, we had like double digit days consecutively. So like 10%, 20%, okay, per day. It's insane. Okay. When I first started out this group in copy trading, it used to be just about taking the bonus and then trying to find traders that can generate the turnover and hopefully not lose money, keep at break even, and then we withdraw the bonus, rinse and repeat, redeposit the bonus amount, and then your account grows just by playing the bonus game. Uh, but my group has been very successful to this end, and what's kind of funny is that Pocket Option has reduced the bonus from 100 down to 50%. But if you use my bonus code, you still can get 75% bonus, and the code is binary 75, is valid until January the 19th. So use that. Okay, Ventress. Oh yes, sorry, I didn't reply your Facebook message. I saw your notification. Uh, is it okay to copy all of them at once or choose a few to copy? It is definitely okay to copy. Okay, like for example, when you come in, you see my list. I want you to copy the ones in green. Okay, and all these settings, when you come into the group, these settings are all based on $200 accounts. They're very safe. And even if someone has a bigger account, I would say start with these settings first and observe it for a day or two. Want to get you comfortable with copying and uncopying, doing the settings on a daily basis. And if you're happy to return, great. If you want more return, increase it. If you find that the account fluctuation is too much, then you can decrease it to your own preference. So always use this as a starting. And at the same time, I want to give you guys a guideline because I know some of you have been following me for some time and you've been wanting to get into copy trading, but there's some questions that you've been wanting to ask, but you didn't answer. So uh, I would recommend that. Okay, I want to share you one of the newbie mistakes that some people that come into my group do. So when they come in, some of them they come in with like, oh, oh, like 10% a day sounds amazing. I want to start with like 10K, and then I want to start with 5K. So some people like okay, this are these the settings? Then I said, well, you should use these settings, try it out for a day or two, and then, no problem. I want to do it right away, and then like sometimes you never know these things because what if the day that you start could be a losing day, right? And then you're like, oh shit, I follow these settings, I multiply everything like times 100 because my account is bigger. Or I multiply everything times 50 because my account is bigger, and then they were like, oh, I can't deal with losing 8% on my first day kind of thing. I want to tell you that it happens. Why? Because okay, when I select the list, notice that I have different kinds of traders. I have people who are range hedgers. I have people who trade single trades. I have people who trade martingale. I have people who trade spam clicking and price action and all that. And because of this, I want to manage your expectation as well. Is that if we were solely relying on martingaling, then the account growth will be quite consistent in a way until they kind of fuck up, so to speak. Like obviously we have settings to prevent them from fucking up too badly on accounts, and that will actually keep you profitable. Um, but there's a lot of people who don't want to rely too much on martingale, and that's also a very good choice because the less we rely on people who martingale, the tighter we can set a stop loss on a daily basis. Pocket Option has not got the individual stop loss feature yet, but they're telling me that they'll be hopefully within the first quarter, so that's great. So like I said, start small, scale up, and like if you do your own testing, no matter how big your account is, start with like 1% and observe the trading. Go back to the charts and see. I have video training inside of my group that teach you how to cross-reference the trades against the chart to identify and understand how the trading behavior is. And in the past, I have actually uncopied traders because I refer to the charts that I cannot understand and make out however they're trading. If it doesn't make sense, like, if the wins don't make sense, the losses don't make sense, then maybe they're like just having no method at all. Okay, they're just like trading based on luck, and luck's only going to take you so far. Okay, there's one question that a lot of people may have on your minds as well. Is like, if you had to start and choose between manual trading and copy trading, which would you do first? I would say that, uh, like from experience, there's a lot of people who go into manual trading. Either they have most of the time they don't have enough time, and for those who have the time, sometimes they don't have the mental preparation. And there's another category of people as well who, when they go into manual trading, is that they're so afraid to try, so that they're stuck on demo trading for a very long time. And even when they go live, they're stuck on small amounts for a very long time. So I think copy trading is a brilliant way for you to kind of like get money coming into your account, and at the same time create like imagine if you're starting to trade, it's great, okay? You can use the profits from the copy trading as a buffer for your error when you're starting out. Okay, so that way when you lose, it doesn't really sting you because, hey, you didn't work to get those profits. It was there through copy trading. But a lot of people who do copy trading, you will just get so hooked on it because, like, if you can get 5, 10, 20% per day without your own meddling consistently, why would you want to meddle, right? Um, of course, like for people who wish to do a mix of copy trading and manual trading, I one of the thing I personally am like that. So I have this theory that I would love to share with you, which is that when you're looking at the charts, never try to seek out the trade setup. Let the trade setup seek you. So earlier today, when I was in my Telegram group, I sent out a what was that? I sent out a picture. Okay, so this was in my Telegram group, and I sent it out. And I said, don't look for setups, let the setups find you. And this was a trade that I was in the midst of doing my spreadsheet. I was writing out my trade settings for my the guys today. And then I saw this awesome, awesome opportunity. And then I said, guys, you should totally look into it. And I saw this opportunity and I took it. Okay, so um, and this was great for various reasons. The range opened up and it was stretching the bands, it was Fibonacci, there was like all kinds of indicators were confirming. It was just such a brilliant setup. But don't try to seek out the trade because most people fail in trading because they just try too hard. Uh, when I copied a lot of the traders that I copy, I also realized that there are different kind of traders, and we can tell the psyche of these traders that we were copying when we copy them by looking at the trade history. And what do I mean by that? Because some of them, we can see that after they lose, they keep going on and losing more. So what is the basis for that? I try to put myself into their shoes, and then I can't figure it out sometimes. These are the ones that I cut out. And then there's another kind of trader that I see that they lose for the day, then they regroup themselves, they come back about the next market session. Like maybe they lost in London, they come back in New York, like round two, and they just totally wing it. They ace it, they do so well in that round two. Like they kind of realize their loss. They didn't try to chase their loss, they didn't martingale, but they stably recouped whatever they lost and made back more. And then I noticed those, uh, like today we have one guy that I started to copy. He came on only for half an hour, okay? And in that half an hour, he did brilliant. He didn't come at the same time as yesterday, but he came for the same duration of time as yesterday. And he did brilliant. Nothing before, nothing after, and that was it. So from the trading pattern, I can see things like discipline. Okay, so when you come into my group, I have a lot of different criteria, and compared to when I first started out this copy trading group, I think there's no such thing as the best time, but now will be a much more best time than ever. If you've been waiting to get into my copy trading group, now is the time. Okay, go into the video description. You can first start out with my free video training series. So go to thebinarylab.net and slash copy trading. So it's in the video description, thebinarylab.net slash copy trading. Go to that link once you're done with this video, and basically don't watch those free videos first, okay? And once you're done, set up your account and get inside of my group. And once you're inside my group, like every day when I'm going to the market, I'll say, these are the people that I'm copying today, and these are the people that I'm testing. If I'm testing these guys, you want to join it, you're most welcome, but just keep your percentage low. And I'll say, okay, this particular person is no longer in my testing list. I have verified that this person has good discipline, and I verify them for in terms of discipline by leaving them to trade all around the clock. Okay, so I know that hey, this person doesn't overtrade. This person doesn't break their own risk management. This person doesn't break their own trading habits just because they have nothing to do. So I have so much more criteria in trader selection than when I first started this group, and I think it's great because anyone who comes in now, uh, I guarantee that you see profit within your first 2 days of joining the copy trading group. And when you come in and you have questions about your settings and you're wondering, like, did I do this correct? What do you think of this trader? Should I copy him too? Uh, you have the ability to message me and ask me to check your settings to see if they're correct. And I can help you with that because I want to help you eliminate those costly mistakes that can happen if you otherwise went on your own. Pocket Option is a great broker. They have one of the best social trading systems out there, with the world's first true copy trading platform. But they don't provide any trading for it because obviously part of their business model is about people being greedy. Okay, so I teach you how to do the settings properly, to use the correct copy proportion, the correct stop balance. Uh, like just for instance, I want to show you. This is kind of like what it's like when you choose to. Okay, let's just give you an example. Okay, so I'm randomly going to click someone who has been profitable in the last X number of hours. Okay, and I just give you a little idea about how I assess. I have different ways of assessing, but I just want to show you like at very basic level. Okay, so today 9 deals, profitable deal 67%. The range of trading is not bad. Yesterday 58%. His yield yesterday, okay, there's still positive, which is okay. I look at his all time. Hey, this guy is not too bad. Okay, so I wanna watch this guy. I'm really watching him. And if I want to copy this guy, okay, this is where it's very important because this is where you have to set it uh, with regards to your account size. I'll be teaching you how to set your copy proportion to be correct, how to set your stop loss. This is like a stop balance, okay? It's going to protect you from, let's say, going into your profits. It's going to protect you from losing your profits or losing your capital unnecessarily. Because what if one day one trader goes crazy on a rampage and then you could wipe out your account? This will save you from that. And what is the maximum trade that you can copy? Okay, so you can set all these things. I'll teach you exactly how to do that. And if you're not sure, that's what the group is for. Is to help you to profit in copy trading, and like whether you are here to copy trade as a supplement to your own trading, if you're here to copy trade to generate passive, I would say passive, semi-passive income, or let's say you've been trading in the past, okay, but now you've decided that you want to be more like a business owner rather than just a self-employed person clicking in front of a computer. Now you can have a staff of traders trading for you. Uh, the best part, without you don't even have to pay them a salary. So you can pick your traders like as though you're the boss, and you can review them as though as you're the boss. Hire and fire, right? And you can leverage because even as you're sleeping, even if you're working your day job, even if you're minding your kids, you can have profits coming into your account, like what I've showed you. And like for example, unfortunately right now there are no open trades. I would love to show you that. But I mean, like, these are trades that were taken. Okay, these were taken, like all copy. I mean, some of them were during my live webinar, but most of them are all copy trades. So, um, it's gonna look into the chat over here. If there are any questions, you guys are more than welcome to type stuff in. Uh, Gabon Business has a question. How much can I copy your trade? I think your question could be two things. Your question could be like how much starting capital is it to get into my copy trading group? As long as you use my pocket option link, which is also on my sign up page, uh, you know, actually it's like this. Uh, the minimum deposit to join my pocket option trading group is 100 USD, and I also give you like there's also a deposit bonus which I recommend that everyone should take. Okay, the bonus is like a buffer for your loss as well. If you mess up in the beginning or if any of the trades you copy lose on some days, so it does not eat into your capital. You should take it. So, uh, and then maybe your other question is like, how can you copy my trades? Well, I don't actually trade as much as I used to. I do trade from time to time, but I trade a lot less than some of the people that are copying out here. And what is really good about copying is that we can actually have the best of the brains in the world. Uh, you have access to some of the smartest minds in trading by copy trading. So you can use that, and when you come into my group, you have access to the people that I copy, and you can copy them too and profit as well. All right. Are there any other questions for you guys that I yeah, I appreciate the you guys supporting me on this YouTube live, even though I could possibly pass you gems through my mouse, through my mask, through the internet. Just kidding. Uh, are there any other questions that you guys may have? Oh yes. Is Pocket Option reliable to use? Pocket Option is very reliable. They are actually regulated by the FMRRC, which also has a compensation fund, which is really good. Uh, they have a compensation fund that guarantees everyone up to 10,000. Okay, that's just good. Uh, yeah, checking my chat. Paul Sack says it's going to be fun like 2014. That's when binary options started to be popular. Yes, I'm really happy that this broker had decided to incorporate offshore so that now they can accept people from all countries, and yet people are able to trade from all countries with a broker that's regulated. And pocket option, just a tip for those of you who are in some of the countries where, like Singapore, Thailand, where sometimes Skrill is, sometimes they don't want to work with gaming sites and blah blah blah. And just use cryptocurrency. And if you're using cryptocurrency, it's cheap and fast. And also, cryptocurrency. If you were to use cryptocurrency, I recommend Ethereum rather than Bitcoin because it's a lot faster on a deposit and withdrawal. Hey Ray, nice of you to drop by again. There's a guarantee for doubling 200 account within a week. Yes, yes. Because you get the bonus, right? You get a bonus, that's one. And you also get profit on a daily basis. So uh, within a month, you could double your account like two times over. Yes. Lewis, what do you recommend? Withdraw the profit, hang on, or compound the account? Okay, this is a very, very good question. It depends on the kind of traders that you copy. Okay, if you're copying people who are martingale, we used to have one trader that martingale a lot. Currently, I'm putting that trader on cold turkey because uh, that trader used to have a bot that was really good. I could tell it was a bot from the way that it trades. But there was one day that I think that trader went from bot back to manual and it has not been so good ever since. So, but if my trading had to rely on martingale trader, I would make it a point to withdraw like every 2 weeks at least. Or if that's not an option because of bonus, I would basically not increase the trading size and maintain a very strict stop balance so that uh, okay, long story short, martingale is if you as long as you're copying people who martingale, so basically if keep them to a smaller extent if you want to compound your account. But like I said, nowadays I have different kinds of traders that you can copy. That some are like range hedger and some are like most of them are single traders and so on and so on. So only one over here is martingaler. Um, so in that sense, it will be easier for you to compound your account. Any other questions before I finish off? Okay, Ventura says I work at night, so I do set my setting for the PM trades before I go to work. I just hit the copy button, trade button. Yeah, that's right. So that's exactly what it is. So we have like one set of traders for daytime, for like for nighttime, and so on and so forth. That's basically it. All right. And if there's any other questions, just type a comment to this video. All the comments are moderated because I get so much spam, but don't worry, the comments are seen and I will be adding them on in due time. Thanks for your support. Bye for now. Once again, Happy New Year. And for those of you looking to get into copy trade, the link is in the video description. Thebindnewlab.net/copy trading is one of the very good ways to get started out making profits and learning at the same time. Bye for now.